Hi everyone, in this video I want to give you more details for the user search, which is located within the debugging section of the Corbado Observe management console. The user search basically allows you to provide either a username or a flow ID, and then you can look into the particular user journey that one user has experienced, get a lot of context information, focus on passkeys again, but works for other authentication methods. You would see the different devices, authenticators, and passkeys which are in place, and that helps to really understand issues, to debug, helpful in customer support so that you can provide ad hoc support why things might be not working, but also for engineers it's really helpful to understand why things are not working as expected, why there might be a drop in the success rates, so you can really act upon it. There's different ways how to work it. Either you know the flow ID or you go into the funnel analysis. That's what I'm going to do now. And let's say I want to look into all aborted logins. That's the view I choose. Then I go into, let's take here Passkey logins incomplete, and then there's different icons here on top. So either I focus on this node, exclude it from my analysis, or I want to look for matching flows, and this is right now what we want to do. And then I will get an overview of all the login flows and see that these 10 login flows that pass through this particular node in the funnel analysis, and then I can look into the details. So here we do have the details section. You can collapse those to make it a bit more easily understandable. There's like 5 sections in here. The first one is the device and user context. You would see general information about the passkeys. For instance, here there's one passkey created. It has only been used for sign-in, and it wasn't used during the creation or wasn't tracked, so we are not yet sure about the AAG ID. In case we've seen the creation event as well, then we would know which kind of authenticator it was. Moreover, for this user, we would see, hey, there's 2 different environments. One is mobile Safari on iOS and one Chrome on Linux. You could also see when the first kind of login event took place, so already some time in the past. Here, 25th was the first environment. And then for that device, we would see, and for this particular login event, we would see, hey, more additional information, Linux version, Chrome version, and some Passkey-specific insights, mostly WebAuth and client capabilities, like if it's a built-in authenticator available, is this usable for conditional create, is maybe Bluetooth also available if you want to make use of cross-device authentication. So quite specific on passkeys, gives you a good understanding already. Okay, what's the setup? Then there's some high-level description how to work with it. You look into flows, we did that. Then you select the subflows, and then you can look into technical events and patterns. So here the flows that we have. For this user, we see 2 flows. The one which had the issue in here, 2 errors, ended early. What's the touch point? What kind of subflows, or how many do we have in here? And you can look into the specific history. You would see from country if you track the custom dimension, and you can see, okay, hey, there was a previous attempt 3 days ago, and there was a client environment switch, so this happened on another device. You would see also, hey, this has updated now to iOS, mobile Safari, but let's look into the malicious one. So we go into the subflows. Again, one flow, it's one process, like a login attempt. And then in the subflows, we would see, similar to like the funnel analytics analysis, basically that there is some kind of decision event, and then there is our subflow. So we would here see, hey, there's a password sign-in, which was incomplete. It took quite a while. Didn't take that long, 300 milliseconds. There's a specific type. Okay, we knew the identifier, so the user provided their email address or username, then enter the password, which was incomplete. And then shortly after, like 9 seconds later, they used the passkey sign-in. Also in here, they provided the identifier and had a certain configuration, and then we saw 2 issues. So that's now something we should take a look into. What do we see in here? So now we do see the technical events. I would say for every flow, for every login event, we track between 15 to 100 different events. They can be quite technical, so you would see the payload in here. And that's more for engineers. There's also a view for support, which is a bit more user-friendly. And then you can really understand on a very granular level what kind of things were done, where did the user click. We also track kind of or monitor the DOM. That helps to see, hey, if the conditional UI pop-up or menu actually was displayed, or if the user clicked into an input field, if they used autofill. All that sort of stuff can be tracked on this very technical event and low level, and that really helps to understand what's the specific stuff a user clicked on what device, what and where did it go wrong, what's the error message, translate it into something meaningful, and also provide then a high-level fix suggestion. And on top of that, I mean, this can be done for different users in different environments. However, often there's a certain pattern also detectable or underlying, and then we help also to recognize the pattern and help you fix these issues. So user and flow debugging, quite helpful to understand what's going on in one particular user journey, why did it work, and more importantly, why did it not work, understand the root cause, fix the root cause, and improve ultimately the user experience.